Yarinin sultanari ikinci seneden merhaba. Bugün hem antrenörler hem de çocuklar için temel voleybol hareketlerini yapacağız. Voleybolda temel hareketleri ne kadar iyi yaparsınız, o kadar başarılı olursunuz. İyi sporcu olmanın tek yolu çok çalışmak. Haydi kolay gelsin, iyi antrenmanlar. For a proper reception, it's very important the way we prepare for it. So I give a lot of attention to the initial part, so how we are waiting the serve from the opponent side. The position I prefer is, of course, with the body weight in front. My shoulders are not open but are naturally closed, and my body weight is pretty in front. What we want is that this angle, shoulder and knee, from the moment the ball arrives and the moment I will touch the ball, never change. When I start to change this angle, start a lot of problem, and I change my body weight. So everything I do, this line, knee and shoulder, if the ball is long, if the ball is short, okay, if the ball on the body, if the ball is right, I try never to change this angle. So I will start in this position, I can start in this position, I can start in this position, doesn't matter. In my opinion, it's very important I start already with stretch arms, because what I will do when the ball is dry is to put the end together, okay, the end together with stretch arms. How I put the end together? Always the bashparmak, the thumbs have to stay near together, and I have to put my hand a little bit down and to stretch as much as I can my arms. So this is my starting position. Now I have an easy ball, and just I will move in that way. As you see, I just move little bit my feet, but I don't move my ankle. I don't do this. This I will never do. I will always stay in front, and doesn't matter ball short and long, I will go like this. Very important when we make drill that we explain many things. As you see now, I'm receiving from right to left, again, from right to left. When I receive right to left, I try to open my right feet and my body's weight is in front. Same when I receive left to right, as you see, like for every player, is a little more natural. My body weight always stay in front, and I try to avoid as much as I can this. So my arms basically don't have to move. They just touch the ball a little bit, okay? Doesn't matter where comes the ball. Touch the ball a little bit, and I never change my body weight. When we talk about defense, for sure the first important part is attitude. I don't want that the other team put the ball in the floor in my court. So the body weight have to have this great attitude. I want to be very active. I want to be with the body weight in front. I'm ready to fall down. I'm ready to move and catch a ball. What I want also to avoid is to have the ball too far from my body. So I want every time to add one little step where I touch the ball. The third important part is that I don't want to stretch too much the arms. Why? Because I have to take the ball from the opponent side attack. So the ball has already a lot of power, so my arms have to be soft as much as I can, more natural that I can, never straight, more soft, the shoulders are more soft, and I have to take off the power, like this. As you see, my body is much more relaxed than before reception, and I never try to put my ball. I try to finish with the arms near the body. I don't try to push. My body weight stay in front. My target is not anymore in front of me, okay? But my target is mostly up. Like before, I never have to put my body back. I stay with the body in front and very relaxed with the arm to take off power. When the ball is on my right side, I will try to put and make the same with a little step on the right. As you see, I make a step and I take off power. Same on the left, step and take off power. Step and take off power. tap and take off power. It's very, very important, the sensibility we create with our arms. So we don't have to be so strong because we have to take off power. This is the key word on defense. Sometimes in defense the ball is near the body, like I showed before, but sometimes the ball is far from the body. So we keep the same motion. We have the body weight in front, our arms are toward to the ball, we open our leg, but then because the ball is too far, we lose our balance and then we have to fall down. And fall down is painful, little painful, so we have to learn how to fall down. And that's the way we are doing. So when we talk about falling down, what we want is that same, I go to the ball, then I lose the balance because the ball is far. And what I want on the floor is first my shoulder, not my back. I don't want to hurt my back. So you will go on the ball and then the shoulder, put the body on the floor and recover the body to stand up again as quick as possible. So we can do in little quicker way, but always the same. And this week we will call a roll. Roll, okay? This is just the way, it's not a defense technique, but it's a falling down technique. That means, okay, first I have to touch the ball, then to fall down with less pain, I will use this kind of falling down system and technique. Like we explained before, the set is a very key part of the volleyball game. So it will affect the way our team will attack. So we have to be very careful, very precise, and know the technique very well. So my body is always pretty active. I will put my hand together pretty much in that way. So what I try to create is a kind of triangle. You can call art, you can call it triangle, but the thumbs and the first finger are pretty close to each other, creating this kind of angle. So when I will touch the ball, I have to synchronize my legs and my arms together. And I have to be sure that my thumbs, my bash parmak, are touching the ball and are pushing the ball, okay, far from my body and more accurate that I can be. So this will be the motion, legs and arms together. Okay, of course, when we talk about high level, there will be a jump before the set, and then I just will focus on my arms. But for the base level, we will want to stay with the floor, with the feet on the floor, and really synchronize this moment. Very, very important that these three fingers are touching the ball and give the input to the ball. So every time we want that the bash parmak is touching the ball. So I will prepare, and I will set the ball in front of me. The ball will come, and I will push the ball out of my body. The ball will come, bash parmak, and ball out of my body again. I will try to touch with all my fingers the ball. And what I want also to be careful is that at the end, my arms are pretty straight. I will use my bash parmak, okay? My bash parmak will keep the ball high and straight, and to do that, I need legs and arms, and this is the way I want to finish. Saim can show better than me. You see the way he prepare, he weight the ball, he use the leg, and the hands are near together. Sorry, Saim, but I want to see also when the ball is far, first I move the feet, and then I go near the ball. I move the feet, I go near the ball, and I finish with my bash parmak up and my arms pretty straight on the target. When we talk about attack, the first important thing, in my opinion, is the arm swing. Of course, there are many kinds of arm swing, so we try to make it easier and very understandable for everybody. So the first key of arm swing is like I have to create with my body a kind of arch. So if we think about archery, that's what we have to create with our body. So I want that my elbow is go more far possible from my body in order to really use all my body power on the ball. So what I like to teach is that after bringing my both arms up to jump maximum possible, then I like that my elbow go little down in a natural and little circular movement, not too down to the shoulder, not too up to the shoulder, basically same line, little down. And from that position, when I found my maximum opening, come and go on the ball. So when I do quick without jumping, this will be my arm swing. So I go up, my elbow down, and go my arm swing. As you see, I give also a lot of attention of the way I am after the attacking the ball. So my arms will find the ball in the maximum, highest, maximum extension, and after I touch the ball, my hand will close the ball to the floor, coming inside my body. So doing quick, up, open arm, maximum extension, and coming down. Open arms, elbow back, maximum extension, coming down. Okay, how we go to attack? So the most important part of attack when we jump is for sure last two steps. So very, very important. For a right hand attacker, last two steps have to be right, left. So before jump, the last two steps have always to be right and left, and I jump. So it's not always possible right, left, and jump. Of course, I need little more approach, so the way we like to teach to our kids is always with 4 steps. So I will start with right, so I will do right, left, come the ball, right, left, and I attack, okay? So I can show again, right, left, and I attack, okay? Again, right, left, and I attack, okay? So I have to be good to combine and these opening arms after I jump. So I have to be this quick as possible after the jump, this movement. When you go to a upper level of volleyball at the next step, so when there is some player that we call middle blocker that they need to attack a quicker ball, this kind of arm swing will not be possible because this arm swing needs little bit of time of the loop of the ball. And so we will teach to our middle blocker to avoid this circular part, but just will teach to our middle blocker to go back as much as we can. So this elbow back stay in the same part like before. So we want to open our shoulder, our body much as we can to give more power to the ball. But for middle blocker in the next level of volleyball, so we want they go up pretty quick. So we don't want they go to the big arm swing, but we want they go up pretty quick and they are ready to attack. Second, the finish for middle blocker will be more this kind of finish than this kind of finish because they have to be quick, they have to avoid the block, and they have the chance to stay higher. So we will teach open quick arms and closing arms little up. Of course, service is very important, like we said, because it's the first part of the game. There are many ways to serve. At the beginning, when somebody starts to play volleyball, the serve we are using is the down shoulder serve. So we will toss the ball with the left hand and we follow through with our right forearms, with the right feet back and with the left feet in front, kind of a tennis motion being down to the ball. Then we will go to a float serve. That is a kind of attack, okay? But of course the distance is much more far, so I will not think like attack. But I keep still opening my elbow maximum that I can. Then I have to have very clear impact of the ball in front of me, and theoretically I have to stop the ball. So this will be the motion. Then when we go in a very evolute and a part of the game, when we go to really professional part of the game, this kind of serve will be performed with a little jump. So we will jump and toss, and in the air we will executing our serve. The last option, but very complicated of course, for the very high level volleyball is the jump rotation serve. That means I will perform a kind of attack from the bottom line, so tossing and trying to really attack the ball strong till the other part of the net. First kind of serve that any kid have to learn is the down shoulder serve. My suggestion is to keep the hand not too open, but kind of close, because where we want to hit the ball is this part of the hand that is stronger than this part of the hand. So I will keep my hand straight, I will have my ball on my left hand, and I will make, when I make it my right feet, I prepare to toss the ball and I will hit the ball of my left step. So right, left, and toss. This will be is the first kind of serve, the very basics. Again, I show right, left, toss. And it's very important that I follow through a little bit in the way to be precise and accurate where I want to serve. The second serve, and the more important, is the serve that we call over the shoulder serve, okay? So for me, very important here is a kind of attack with a different finish. So I have to always search a very good open of my body. My left will be always in front, my right feet will be always back, but of course the distance is much more far than attack, so I cannot close my hand after touching the ball, but I have to keep my hand open to put the ball in the distance. Okay, so when I do that, I try to not move. I will toss. I can start with two hands, I can start with one hand, but more important, what comes after. So to teach easier, I start with one hand. So my hand is in front of me, my elbow is back, I toss, and I finish. I can add one step if I want. Okay, left, left, and control. In this kind of serve, very, very important to put this little step, very important to give this opening shoulder, and very, very important the way I finish. When you talk about jump float serve, we never want to close our hand. Our hand is very strong, our hand is very square, and I keep the hand exactly on the target. Of course, I can use that using two hands, but in my opinion it's more complicated, much more easy. Start with one hand, one step, and control the finish. When we talk about block, we talk about covering biggest space we can in the air, so we need to jump and we need to open our arms and our hand as much as we can, actually not our arms, sorry, our hand as much as we can, and we want to be as much as we can over the net. More I am over, less angle the opponent attacker will have. So what I have to do is to jump maximum every time, trying the way with my body, creating a little curve with my body to be over as much as I can, and stretch my arms as much as I can. As you see, now my arms are high, but if I stretch them, every time I find this maximum extension, this maximum stretching, I gain 5-10 centimeters. So every time I speak about block, I have to really stretch as much as I can my arms, much stronger than I can, and with the finger of my hand also very, very strong to cover the biggest surface that I can. To do that, there are many ways to jump, and the way to jump also different a lot according on the position. So the basic way when I am in my position on the net is just to open. When I go right, I will open my right foot, go a little down to take more power possible and jump. So I can do in a quicker way. So right open, down, and jump, and try to go over. Down, and jump. This is the basic way we can do from in position 2, and of course we need to do from position 4, so it will be basically the same. Just left open, down, and jump. I go back, left open, down, and jump. Try, of course, to not touch the net. Another way that we can use is called the plyometric jump. So there are some players that they add to this lateral step. I can show in this way maybe. They add to this lateral step, lateral, jump, and go inside. Again, lateral, jump, and jump more. This is another way to create a little more explosive way of jump. Again, my starting will be pretty active position. Always my body weight is always a little in front. My hands are in front of me. So what I have to do, I have to see the set from opposite side. When I see the attacker is ready to attack, I have to organize my jump. How I do that? I said that I have to jump as much as I can, try to go as over the net that I can, and try to have in good position. So when I understood the way the opponent set come, when I understood where come the set and where the attacker will attack, I will move lateral. I will bend my legs kind in a squat position to find the most explosive jump that I can. And I try to jump over the net, creating, like we talked before, this curve, this angle to go over. So again, in a slow motion, right, left, down, and jump. That in the quickest way, it will be right, left, down, and jump. The same thing we do from left side and from position 4. So I will repeat exactly the same thing. That will be left, down, and jump, left, down, and jump. This is one of the basic way to jump, the basic way to be ready against a normal attack from the opponent side. We talked before about the block from position 4 and 2, where the distance that I have to make with my feet is not too long. And now we are talking about how to block when I have to make a longer distance, so when I am middle blocker. So the way we like to teach is to open large the first step. So with the large left step, the right step come, and the left step close. And I try to jump from this position without flying too much. So always active position, left, right, left, and jumping. I call this a cross step. Before we talking about lateral step, now we talk about cross step. Again, open, close, jump. Okay? In doing that, I rotate little bit my body. Okay? So rotation, open, close, and jump without flying. If my middle blocker, of course, we can do this both sides. And if my middle blocker is not very high, don't have very long arms, then I can add one lateral step before. So in the more complex can be lateral step, lateral, left, right, left, and jump. Again, I take distance with lateral step, lateral, left, right, left, and jump.